You know that feeling. You walk into the room and you immediately scan it. You check his face. You listen to his tone. Is he in a good mood? Or is this going to be a bad day? Your heart rate goes up. Your breathing gets shallow. You start calculating exactly what you should say and what you absolutely should not say, just to keep things calm. We call this walking on eggshells, but what's really happening is survival mode. This is your nervous system telling you something important. It's telling you that you don't feel emotionally safe. Most people will tell you that if you feel this way, you should just leave the relationship. Others will tell you, fight back. But if you're watching this, you're probably not ready to leave today. And fighting back usually makes everything worse for you. So the real question is this: what do you do now, right now? How do you calm your body and your mind, even if he doesn't change a single thing? I'm Elena. I've spent 35 years as a couple therapist, and I've been married for 32 years in a relationship that has seen every version of hard. So today I'm giving you 3 internal shifts that help you stop walking on eggshells and start finding peace, starting now. Shift number 1, you drop the rope. When you're walking on eggshells, it's usually because you're trying to manage his reactions. You're explaining yourself carefully so he won't get mad. You're choosing words strategically so he won't shut down. You're trying to keep the emotional temperature stable. So I want you to picture a tug-of-war. He's pulling on one end, maybe with criticism, moodiness, or silence. And you're pulling on the other end with fixing, soothing, explaining, over-explaining. This shift is simple but not easy. You drop the rope. You stop over-explaining. You stop defending your reality. If he says you're always selfish, instead of launching into a detailed defense, you say, I hear that's how you feel. And then you stop. This isn't about agreeing with him. It's about refusing to participate in the chaos. You're no longer walking on eggshells because you're not trying to control where he steps. Now, this next one might lower your blood pressure quickly in a good way. Shift number 2, you observe but don't absorb. This shift protects your mental health. And it's the first thing to suffer in a bad relationship, let me just tell you that. When you live in survival mode, you absorb everything. If he's angry, you feel anxious. If he's disappointed, you feel guilty. So I want you to imagine a glass wall between you and him. You could see him. You can hear him. But his emotional energy hits that wall and slides down. It doesn't enter your body. When he snaps, instead of thinking, what did I do wrong? You shift into observation mode. You think, he's very dysregulated right now. That's an observation, not a self-attack, which is one of the most common things people do, unfortunately. You move from being a victim of his moods to a mere witness of them. You can still be kind. You can still care. But you are no longer an emotional dumping ground. You don't deserve that. So now this last one is the most freeing of all the shifts. Shift number 3, reclaim your reality. This is the hardest shift and the most important. Walking on eggshells slowly erodes your trust in yourself. You start thinking, maybe I am too sensitive. Maybe I did say or do things the wrong way. But peace begins when you trust yourself again. You see, when your stomach tightens, pay attention to that. That's information. And when you know you spoke calmly and he says you were yelling, don't argue with him. Argue with the voice inside you that wants to believe him. You remind yourself, I know what I said. I know how I said it. I know what I saw. And I am grounded in reality. He may never agree with your version of events. And yes, that hurts. But you do not need his permission to know the truth. You don't. These shifts don't necessarily fix a marriage, but they fix something critical for you. They give you your breath back. And if you're trying to shift this and the fear is still constant, if your body never truly settles, you may need to ask a harder question. I made a video called Hard Marriages versus Emotional Abuse, where I walk you through 5 specific signs to help you tell the difference. If you're feeling stuck in that confusion, make sure to watch it next. Click right here and I'll see you there.